Hey there, Captains. It's Normal Guy of the North here, ready to take you deep into the story and strategy of the Soviet K-1, the Tier 10 submarine that's rewriting the rules of World of Warship. This isn't just any sub, it's a cruiser-class surface hunter. She's a beast with a deadly mix of speed, stealth, and raw firepower. Let's dive in. The real-world K-1 was the lead boat of the Soviet K-class or Kilo-class cruiser submarines, designed in the late 30s and commissioned in 1940. Built as a long-range cruiser sub capable of fleet operations, commerce raids, and, mine laying, K-1 packed 10 533mm torpedo tubes, 6 forward, 4 aft, and could even deploy a 20-mine barrage via special chutes beneath the conning tower. She scored several enemy sinkings in the Arctic before vanishing on her final patrol in 1943, and she's never been found since. That legendary legacy lives on in the game. In-game, K-1 is a Tier 10 Soviet submarine. The Soviet lines of submarines debuted in early 2025. However, K-1 is billed as a surface hunter, not a deep lurker, surfacing, hunting with speed, stealth, and unleashing brutal unguided torpedoes from medium to long range. Her armament is no joke. She has two 100mm deck guns that are SAP with a range of 6 kilometers for close combat, and they're awesome for killing destroyers, and heavy torps at 533mm, acoustic mod with a 9-kilometer range and only 5,167 damage. Not very much for alpha damage. Plus the enhanced 533mm torpedo tubes that have a range of 11.5 kilometers, but with a blistering 16,800 alpha damage. Stick with the non-guiding ones, non-homing. They're the best for you. Now, 10 reasons why K-1 is a beast. Cruiser sub heritage. Drawing from the real K-class, or Kilo-class roots, she's massive, rugged, and built for war. Surface hunter role. She excels above the water, not hidden at depth. Unguided torpedoes. Pure, raw skill pays off. One good lead can obliterate a battleship. Top-of-class surveillance. Her submarine surveillance has the best range at 9 kilometers, right up there with the German line, applying team intel. That's why you can actually see the submarines, most of them, including the American line, before they see you. Blistering acceleration. At 37 knots speed, surface speed, she lets you reposition faster than most foes. Dual combat tools. Surface guns and torps mean she's viable in close-range duels. I have sunk many destroyers already with these 2 guns on top. Long-range lethality. 11.5 kilometer torpedoes allow you to strike from safety. Fleet synergy. She's made for cooperative or coordinated operations with surface fleets. Tactical versatility. Play aggressive, play defensive. The choice is absolutely yours. And of course, and my favorite, historical prestige. Her real-world exploits, mine-laying success, Arctic patrols, and ultimate disappearance make her feel kind of legendary. Now, the best modules for K-1? Well, first off is main armament modification 1. You guys know I always take that one. And of course, the next one for me is going to be engine room protection. That's a 20% reduction in everything being, your engine, your repair times, everything. It keeps you up and running. Now, for slot 3, I took Submarine Surveillance Modification 1. That's a 20% reduction in the cooldown to getting your actual submarine surveillance up quicker. It's great for sub-duels, one-on-one, for hunting or fighting. Next one for me is Submarine Steering Gears. 50% reduction in rudder time and diving plane time. Always good for submarines. Next one I take for me is going to be Torpedo 2's Modification 3, plus 7% damage, which is fantastic with the non-homing ones. Torpedoes, that is. Last one for me is obviously going to be Diving Capacity Modification 2, 15% more diving capacity for the submarine. It's great when you want to get away from the bad guys. Now, even though you can take 8 flags, these 4 key flags are so important for K-1. First of all, Juliet Whiskey, plus 15% flooding chance, synergizes beautifully with Liquidator. This gives you almost, your non-homing torpedoes, almost 100% chance of a flood. It's fantastic. Don't forget, this thing has a 68% flood chance with its non-homing torpedoes. Sierra Mike, plus 5% speed, always valuable for repositioning or getting the heck out of dodge at periscope death. X-Ray Papa, plus 5% dive capacity, critical for staying submerged longer. And of course, then there's Sierra Bravo. It extends your hydrophone, surveillance duration, reduces cooldown times, critical for outplaying enemy subs or surface ships alike. Okay, here's a recommended captain build for the K-1. This is a 21-point commander. 1-point skills, Liquidator, plus 30% flood chance, turns every hit into long-term damage. Enhanced sonar, shortens sonar ping cooldown by 10%. More pings equal more hits, but remember, don't overdo it. Next one, at 1 point, priority target. Know when you're targeted so you can have time to dive or gunfight your way out of the things. It's perfect for that. And my God, dude, sometimes I get detected. I don't know you guys, but I just get targeted. 2-point captain skills, preventive maintenance. Keep your sonar, engine, and guns alive when fighting on the surface. Next one, consumable enhancement, plus 5% consumable duration. That's longer hydro, longer surveillance time. It's great for that. 3-point captain skills. Consumable specialist, faster cooldown on hydrophone or sub-surveillance equals, well, more uptime and more flexibility. The 3-point skill I take first off, and the best skill in the game, watchful. Alerts you when you're in range of enemy radar, hydroacoustic search, even if undetected, prevents nasty surprises. 4-point skills, adrenaline rush for me first. Increases reload speed as HP drops. Great for late game fights, especially the gunboats. Enlarged propeller shaft, plus 18% speed when diving capacity is under 50%. Helps with escape and repositioning. It's a key skill. Alright, how to best play K-1. And there's two different perspectives to this. K-1 is most effective when played aggressively. She's meant for brawling. Just below the surface or on the surface. Stick to periscope depth or on the surface as much as possible. This lets you use your deck guns if needed, quickly surface or dive, and maintain full situational awareness. Your mini-map is key. Use your speed and acceleration to control engagements. K-1 is one of the fastest submarines on the surface, and that makes her a deadly flanker. Use islands for cover and open flanks to approach from unexpected angles. That last one's key. Don't let them know where you are, but approach them from unexpected angles. Her unguided torpedoes, non-homing, reward precise aim and prediction. Fire from medium to long range to force enemies into bad positions, or punish predictable movement from slow battleships, because you always know someone's doing the W key in a battleship and not changing course, not turning, not slowing down. Boom, dev strike. Don't waste time early. K-1 has poor underwater speed and low dive capacity, so submerging should be saved for emergency escapes or final approach strikes. Remember, you're not a deep diver, so the medium dive at 30 meters and 60 meters, you should never have to hit that. You're a surface raider. Use submarine surveillance to detect enemy subs and coordinate with your team to spot and remove that threat before diving in. In short, keep your attacks smart, your positioning clever, and don't be afraid to take bold surface fights. K-1 is built to strike hard and reposition fast. So there you have it, the Soviet K-1, a real beast of a submarine with a fierce legacy, brutal torps, unmatched speed, and game-changing utility. Want bold, rewarding gameplay? K-1 is waiting for you. Tell me your best K-1 plays below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more World of Warships content. As always, take care, stay safe, wish you all the best. Bye for now.